Yeah. Good day, everybody. Welcome to Canadian music in the 80s, 90s, and more, eh? And as usual, it's great to be joined by my good friend Blair Packham, who's done this a few times. Great to have you back.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Alan. Nice to be here. I mean, I'm at home, so I'm nice. It's nice to be home, but it's nice to be with you.
Thanks. I appreciate you joining me. I always appreciate when you have time to join me. We always have fun chats.
Yeah,
But you got some purpose here. You got some busy times coming up.
yeah, I do. Well, I'm part of this show called "In Spite of Ourselves," the an evening of John Prine, and it's the songs of John Prine, who was one of the greatest songwriters ever. Who have admired since I was 13 years old. When I first went to see him, I saw him at Massey Hall, and he was an incredible writer, and I'm honored, to be in this show where we do nothing but John Prine songs. Um, and I get to sing a bunch of them, and I get to sing harmonies on a bunch more. So it's really fun. And we're doing that around Ontario, but in October we head to the Maritimes, and
Yes.
we do some dates there, Moncton and Pictou and Summerside, Georgetown in PEI. So a bunch of different places, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
We'll have to talk when you get over to Summerside or get over to the island anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd love to. Yeah, that'd be great.
How long has
Uh,
it been since you've been here? Out to
Good
PEI?
question. It's got to be 20 something years.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a long time for sure.
I gotta come see you. Gotta come see you,
Yeah,
Blair.
well, and I'm pretty sure I can get you tickets. Um,
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
yeah, I will. We'll be in discussions about that, but everybody else has to pay
Oh, okay.
only because we got to pay for our flights somehow.
Oh, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
you got to do the show last weekend in Port Credit in my old hometown.
yeah, your old hometown. That's right. As I mentioned to you before, I called out your name from the stage, but only I think a police officer came over to ask me if I knew your whereabouts. But other than that, nobody. So yeah, we were playing on the main stage at the Southside Shuffle in Port Credit, and that was a great experience. It's always great to play a big stage, which I get to do every now and again, and that was a lot of fun. The crowd was great, and they knew their John Prine songs for sure. Um,
They would there. The Southside Shuffle is great music all the way
yeah,
around. I'm sure they know all the John Prine stuff.
yeah, and we were followed by Tom Wilson
From Junkhouse, yeah.
from Junkhouse, and
Yeah.
then he was followed by Big Sugar, Gordy Johnson and Big Sugar.
Oh, would have been a
So
great weekend to be back home, that's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So who's in the band? Who's in the band exactly? You want to go over the guys that are in with
yeah,
you?
sure. Well, we've got a backup band that some people sub out now and again. So I'll go with the people who've been there the most regularly. Jim Casson, they're from all over the place in Southern Ontario. Jim
Okay.
Casson plays drums. He's from Niagara. From Toronto on bass is Russ Boswell. Let's see, we've got Ralph Bushmeyer playing guitar, and he's from Waterloo. And The other guitar player is Mitch Lewis. He's from Toronto. Um, and Let's see, I think that's everybody in the backup band. Yeah, two guitars, bass, drums. And then we've got four singers.
Okay.
I'm one of them. But also Bill Craig is an
Hmm.
Irish singer. He used to be in the Irish Rovers, and he's a hell of an interpreter of John Prine songs. Then Kirsten Jones is another singer who plays guitar as well, and she does "Angel from Montgomery" and those songs of John Prine's that have been covered by women. It's one of the focuses for Kirsten. And then there's John McEnany, who is the guy who put it all together, who decided
Okay.
this would be a good thing to do because he's a John Prine fan. And so he sings a bunch, and I sing a bunch, Kirsten sings a bunch, and Bill Craig sings a bunch, and we're all backed up by those other guys that I mentioned.
So
And
why the decision to take it out this way on the road? Like I can see going around Ontario because it's close to where you guys all are, but
yeah,
must have been some demand for it to come out here.
there was some demand. There were promoters who were asking. And so
Okay.
when Johnny Max was able to put together some dates that made sense, then we did it. He's looking for he's a hustler. I have to say he's a harder worker than I am. It's very luxurious for me. I literally just show up and look at the set list and go, okay. And then I play the songs that I know, and I know I'll have this amazing band backing me up and these great singers singing with me. But other than soundcheck, I don't have to do anything really.
Yeah.
Whereas when I do my own music, I've got to make sure that I'm selling tickets. I got to make sure that the set list makes sense. I got to, coordinate with the agent if there is one, or the buyer, the entertainment buyers. I got to do media and stuff, and there's just always a bunch of things to do. With Johnny, he takes care of everything. It's really, really great. Um, so he'll be driving my gear out, all of our gear out to the Maritimes. So we'll just fly. It's like being a rock star.
That's awesome. Like
Yeah.
the true rock star you've always been.
The rock star that I actually am, and I keep trying to convince those guys that that's who I am, and they should just accept it. So
That's what I've always said whenever I talk to you.
yeah, of
Just
course.
deal with it.
Look at
Deal
me.
with it. He's a big
Look at
rock
me.
star. um, but yeah, I'm gonna put some links in the description to this video for the shows.
Okay, great.
I can't wait to see it. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I saw a couple of short clips from the Southside Shuffle online today, and it looked like you were all having a great time. Like, is this one of the first performances? Have you done it already, or?
Oh no, we've done it a lot. We've done
Yeah.
it for over a year now, and so but we add new songs now and again. John Prine wrote a lot of songs,
Oh yeah.
and so we add new songs now and again, so that keeps it fresh for us. And but we love singing and playing together. We really, really do. It's great. Um, yeah, we've only done Southside Shuffle is the first one this season.
Okay.
But by the time we hit the Maritimes, we'll have done another, I don't know, seven, six, or five or six, something like that. We're not doing it all the time. We're doing one or two a week, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Will the set list change from show to show, or are you going to keep it pretty much the
it's
same?
pretty much the same. We change our jokes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have stories. One of the songs that I do is it's called Clocks and Spoons, and it's from I think John Prine's second record, which is called Diamonds in the Rough. Um, I played that was the very first song I played for an audience in my life. That was in grade 11 at the talent show at Jarvis Collegiate Institute
Mhm.
and in Toronto. So I'll tell that as a story, like it just as an intro that's why this song means so much to me.
Do you need
Um,
some regional jokes? I can help
yeah,
you with
yeah.
those.
Write me some material. Yeah.
I'll get you some good regional jokes to tell
Okay,
from the
good.
state. Tell
Good.
from state. So how long is the show exactly? Is it like an hour and a half or?
It's two 45-minute sets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so there's an intermission. Each of the artists has CDs to sell, and
Okay.
there are, in spite of ourselves, T-shirts that are
Okay.
for sale. So there's a merch table, and Johnny Max mans the merch table.
Oh, it'd be great. So you can come out and meet you guys after the show.
Yeah, and that's what we do. In fact, it happens in between sets usually. So yeah, so we'd be out meeting people.
Funny you
Um,
mentioned the Irish Rovers. I actually saw the Irish Rovers in Summerside last year.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah, they came here and did their 60th anniversary tour. I went because Jeffrey from Spear of the West plays with them now.
oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a great guy. Jeffrey's
Yeah,
great.
super guy. I've been seeing Spear of the West for over 20 years. It's great to see him still making music.
Yes, yeah.
And
It's
that's the best part about all you guys, seeing you guys still making music. It's
well,
awesome.
yeah, and I think it's amazing to all of us, and anytime you're playing and then you look down and you realize, oh yeah, I'm old, but you don't feel it. When you're singing, you don't feel it. You just do it.
With John Prine material, you must be just totally loving it. Like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
total thrill to be playing these songs.
It's great. Although it's also great to play my own stuff, and so I get a chance to do that too, and I'm happy about that. Not in the John Prine show. Sorry, I bit the inside of my mouth earlier
That's
today,
okay.
and so as I'm talking, it sounds like I'm having a stroke. I'm not. If
Okay.
I do, I'll let you know. But Uh, so if you ask me to say the name of my band from the 80s, which would require that it, I'll say it, but I'll have to say it really carefully. My band in the 80s was called the Jitters.
Okay.
But if I don't say it like that, the inside of my cheek gets caught between my teeth because
I'll
it's
say it
so
then. I'll
loud.
say it
But
for you.
yeah.
I'll say
So
it for you. I hope you don't mind
yeah,
my birds flying around. I don't know if you saw that earlier.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I have birds in my room, so they
I
fly
wondered if
around.
I wondered if that was a hallucination I was having
No,
with
no.
my stroke.
With with your stroke.
Yeah.
Speaking of the jitters, you
Yes.
mentioned that you guys are going to reform again.
Yeah, we about once a year we get together and play, and this year it looks like it's, or not looks like it is, it's confirmed, November 28th, uh,
Okay.
at Hughes Room in Toronto. No plans to tour because we're all older and everybody's doing different things, but we can certainly get a night together, and play. Um, the Our drummer David Quinton is a lawyer. He's actually Rush's lawyer,
Oh,
and
really? Wow.
he's a music business lawyer, and so he's busy. And Rush, even though they're inactive, they need him, so they
Yeah.
can't. It's not like we can go on tour, but we're going to do Hughes Room on the 28th of November, and we've got a great band called the Flashbangs opening up. They're a power pop
Oh,
band,
cool.
and they're not as old as us. They're younger than us, but they're not that much younger. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to try and blow them off the stage, but they're fun and funny and poppy and catchy, and yeah, they're just great.
Will you guys ever record again as the
No,
jitters?
I don't think so. Our original guitarist, Danny Levy, my friend who I formed the band with, um, last year when we did our first reunion in a few years, last year he declined to do it, which was a heartbreak actually. And I'm still not quite clear on the reasons why. Um, but he did say he wanted to do songs that maybe predated our albums, and
Okay.
he wanted to write new songs maybe and record. And I just don't want to. I've got my own thing, and I'm doing my own songs, and if I mean the Jitters were my own songs, those were my own
Right.
songs, but I'm writing different stuff now. And so for me, it is more a trip down memory lane. It's not it's a matter, it's an opportunity to rock and make some noise and be funny, and
Yeah.
and see some old friendly faces. So yeah, but Danny's more ambitious for the band, I think, and so he actually politely declined to play, but he didn't elaborate to me, and it's sad, frankly, because we asked him again this year, and he said no, same thing. So if you ask him, he would say, "Hey, I wanted to record. I've been writing songs and so forth, but I don't know.
Never, never say never.
Never say never. I suppose. I don't know. I mean, recording new songs, it would cost money. Here's the thing. Here's one of the things for me. I'm the guy in the band who is a recording engineer. Well, that's when I formed the band. It was when I was working at a studio and I was
Yeah.
writing songs, and it was a way. Danny and I formed the band, but it was really as a vehicle for my songs. And then Danny and I started writing together, and then it became a vehicle for our songs. But still, the guy who had to mix the songs and had to overdub on the
Yeah.
songs, had to make the cassette dubs and stuff, that was all me because I'm a recording engineer. So I got stuck with all the work. And these days, there'd be way more work for me because, um, you record nowadays,
Yeah.
unless we had a budget, we'd be recording, maybe one day in a studio and the rest would be at my house in my studio.
Right.
So it's not like any of the other guys are going to come over and say, "Oh, Blair, you go out for dinner, have dinner while I edit these vocals." That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'll have to edit the vocals. I'll have to edit the guitars and all that stuff. And I just feel like, for what? Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I mean, when I say for what, I don't mean I don't want to do it. I just don't necessarily want to do it for a band from 35 years ago that
Yeah.
only plays once a year. For me, I want to do it I play my stuff all the time. And I want, so I'll record my own music. And if I get stuck doing all the work, well, they're my songs. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because I loved your last album.
Oh, well, thank you.
We talked about your last album. I
We
listened
did.
to it quite a bit, and I was like, wow, he's still doing it today. Like it's just
Oh,
awesome to hear.
that's so nice. Well, I'm midway through another one.
Oh, I
So
can't wait to hear that now.
if I end up making it only for you, I will, because I honestly, I don't, I'm not sure. I'm not these days. And here's my cheek again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's listening these days.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody, if you're looking for it, go to Bandcamp.
Okay.
The artist does better with Bandcamp, and I think it's a great way to get music.
Yep. It's yeah. I guess it would be www my stroke www dot blairpackham dot bandcamp dot com. I think is the address.
Check the description. There'll be a link there today when I
There you
put the video up. Jeff Kelly actually uses Bandcamp too. A lot of artists. I'm actually doing the Somo Fest this weekend here in Cavendish.
go. Oh
That's
yeah.
this weekend. Alanis Morissette's headlining on Saturday. But there's some great bands coming out of there that I've been researching, and a lot of them use Bandcamp too. So
Yeah.
it seems to be quite a popular artist way to get your music out.
It's yeah. It pays you the most fairly, and they regularly have an event called New Music Fridays and or Bandcamp Fridays, and they on those days they give you 100% of the sales receipts for your music. So bands have an incentive to promote their music for those days and any other days as well, because you still get it like on Spotify and those other streaming services. You barely make anything,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really barely anything. If you get a million plays on Spotify, that will earn you, I think, $3,500 Canadian total, $3,500
Wow.
Canadian. But that's split between the songwriter, the publisher, the record
Hmm.
label, if there is one, and the artist. And then, so if you're the artist who wrote the songs, then you get 50% of that $3,500. So you get a million plays, you'll earn $1,700, $1,750.
It doesn't seem right.
It's not right. It's absolutely not right. Meanwhile, the owner of Spotify, Daniel Ek, does just fine,
Hmm.
billions of dollars,
Yeah.
and he owns it as well. So it doesn't seem right. I mean, when you're supplying your content to the business, it just seems like it could be a little more equitable. I'm not suggesting that the guy who owns the business and came up with the business shouldn't be compensated,
Yeah.
better than the artists. He's providing this facility basically, but I do think the artist could be compensated better, and
Well,
Bandcamp is one way to do it.
I talked to Mark Gain from Martha and the Muffins recently, and he's trying to get all their old stuff off Spotify,
Yeah, yeah.
which I hope he does because it's, because he said the same thing about, because he put some stuff out on his own now.
Oh, he
Um,
did.
and
Yeah.
I talked to him about it, and it's great stuff. And I hope he does succeed in that because it'd be nice to see them making most of the money
Yes.
from their library.
Yeah.
And same with you guys too. Like, I mean, just I'd like to see some more fairness. Like I'm years ago, I was working for a local community station, and I actually got to go over to Metalworks and see how a song was recorded.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a whole new respect for the work that goes into that. And I've never downloaded illegal music since because I
It.
see the work that's involved.
I used to tell my students. I teach at Seneca College, and I used to tell my students, and you'll understand why I say used to in a minute. I said when you're driving in the car and you're lit and you got the radio on. Well, that's the first clue that I'm talking about the past, because
Yeah,
every
the radio.
in their car. But maybe 15 years ago, this is what I would have said. You're driving in your car, you got the radio on, you hear a song, and you think, nah, and you press the button, right? And you go to the next station, and you hear a song, and you go, nah, and you press each time you are rejecting not just the artist, not just the label, but the producer, the whole band, all the band members,
Yep.
their families, the co-writers, if any, the caterers, if there were any. It's a whole, like, there's a whole world in each song. It doesn't mean you have to listen. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's okay, but have some consideration for what you're rejecting. When you say so cavalierly, and not you, of course, but when somebody says, they're crappy, I always think, yeah, but yeah, you don't like it. That doesn't mean that you're negating their whole artistic output.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm so addicted to like a station like Boom 97.3, and they do that behind the vinyl thing.
Oh
I
yeah,
think you've done that. I've
I've
seen
done
you
it.
where
Yeah.
you actually put the record on and talked about the record and stuff like that. Like those stories are fantastic. I love hearing the work that went behind it.
My favorite, I have two favorite behind the vinyl from Boom 97.3. That was my friend Troy McCallum who came up with that, by the way. Um, they had Ed Robertson from Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
And separately, of course, they had Stephen Page from Bare Naked Ladies, but they both did the same song, which was If I Had a Million
Million
Dollars,
dollar. Yeah.
which I sang on, by the way.
Wow,
Um,
I didn't know that.
yeah, but also my guitar, my Black Guild acoustic guitar, which you may have seen me in the any clips you saw from that John Prine show.
Hmm.
That was the main guitar on the Bare Naked Ladies album Gordon, because they didn't
Really?
have any good guitars, so I loaned them about 7 guitars for
Oh,
that.
nice.
So at the end of each one, and they weren't speaking. They're Ed Robertson and Stephen Page. They weren't speaking, but separately they get to the end of the song, and each of them says, "Oh, and that's Blair Packham's guitar, by the way."
That's
Which I
awesome.
was like, yes,
Yes, that's a
nice.
great shout out to have.
Yeah, nice to get credit.
Oh, I did not know that you did that. That's amazing to hear. That's another um the other thing I want to know, the Jitters reunion. Are you getting your keyboard player back?
Yes, we have.
If anyone who doesn't know the story behind the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
album,
No,
and
no, we had. But you know what happened last time, though. I don't know if I told you this part.
he showed up, didn't
Yeah, the guy who didn't play keyboards, the guy who has never played a musical instrument in his life, Paul Greenberg, but who's on the album cover,
he? Yeah.
he showed up. He visited from California and came to the show. So we had him come up on stage and reenact the album cover.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's so funny. If anyone has a chance, look up the story. I think you tell it in your Behind the Vinyl
I
episode.
do. Yeah,
Yeah, it's one of the best stories I've ever heard about. You guys need a keyboard player, but we don't have a keyboard player.
yeah. And,
Just
and
for the
we
album cover.
and we didn't take it seriously. Like when he said that, I remember thinking, no, we don't need a keyboard. And
That's
and meanwhile, it's the head of the record company saying, no, you need a keyboard player. And I don't know. It was only when we were going on tour, he said, I meant it when I said you need a keyboard player. And I said, yeah, but, and then he said, the album has keyboards all over it. So what are you going to do? And I was like, okay. So
okay.
for that tour, but not for the cover, but for that first tour and then a couple of tours after that, Peter Nunn joined the band. Peter, who plays with Honeymoon Suite,
Right.
but was with Gowan before that.
Oh,
And
Gowan,
so
cool.
he was with the Jitters for probably 4.5, 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
but
see
he won't be joining us
November. Oh,
in
okay.
November. That'll be Vic Darcy, who played on the first album, who played every song on the first album.
Wow, that's awesome. Look, now you know why I do what I do, just for stories like this.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I learn something new from you every time we talk. So
Oh
it's
yeah, well that's nice. That's good.
that's why I like talking to you. I'm like, what am I gonna learn today? This is so awesome. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you here in PEI. It's gonna be great to see you in person again.
It's gonna be fun. Do you want me to look up those dates just so I make sure I get them?
Yeah, read them off and I'll put them in, like I said, I'll put them in the description of the YouTube video and I'll send you a link to this video as well.
Okay.
Um,
Let me see now. It looks to me like on the 22nd of October, we're at the Capitol Theater in Moncton.
okay.
On the 23rd, we're at the DeCoste Performing Arts Center in Pictou, Nova Scotia. On the 24th, we're in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, at the Astor Theater. And on the 25th, we're in Georgetown at the King's Playhouse
Mhm.
and in PEI. And on the 26th, our last show it's in PEI in Summerside at Scott McCauley Performing Arts Center.
The
Yeah.
Piping College,
What's that?
the Bagpiping College.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know.
That's where the
Yeah.
theater is. It's in the
Uh,
Bagpiping College. Yep.
well, October 26th. So that's where we'll be. And then we fly home the next day. So,
I'm looking forward to meeting up with you at some point while you're here.
yes. Oh, let's make a point of that.
It'll be awesome. Like I said, I'll put all these links into the description. So if anyone's looking for something awesome to do in the Maritime. By the way, you're going to some pretty famous music cities from Canada, by the way. Liverpool was the home of Hank Snow.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I
And
knew that. I forgot.
Pictou, you have Dave Gunning, George Canyon, and JD Fortune are all from Pictou.
Right.
They all
Right.
went to school together, actually. Did you know that?
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
all three of them went to school together. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's kind of neat. And
I interviewed JD Fortune on my radio show a bunch of years ago now.
yeah,
So,
he actually filled in for Paul from Haywire for a couple of shows a few years ago.
oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
so I didn't get to see it, but that would have been kind of interesting to watch. But
Um, yeah, I God, I haven't seen those Haywire guys in years and years.
well, you might see them when you're here. They're all
Yeah, is
still a lot of them still live here, so you might
that
run
right?
into them. David Rashid still lives here in Charlottetown,
Oh,
and
no kidding. Nice.
that's why I'm hoping you could come down here on your own and play at the trailside sometime.
I would love that.
Because
I got in touch. I got in. Sorry, my mouth, man. I
it's
got in
okay.
touch with the Trailside and wasn't able to get something together. They were booked and so forth. So I wasn't really able to get something together, which I would have liked. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Um,
Yeah.
I I have an old girlfriend who lives in Charlottetown, and I'm hoping she'll come out. I haven't seen her in a long time. If you know her, she's a singer-songwriter. She does an open mic thing. Her new name is June Morrow, and
Okay.
she's a lovely person. She's really great, and I haven't talked to her or seen her in quite a while. So I'm hoping she'll come to one of the shows.
Yeah, David Rashid mixes the audio for some of the live music at the trailside.
Oh, no kidding. That's
Yeah, he
nice.
was he was mixing the board when the Grapes of Wrath were here.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
yeah, it was kind of cool seeing like Canadian legends working together like that in the
right.
same room. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is
And
amazing. Yeah.
and the opening act actually recognized me.
Oh, is that right?
That was really weird. He come up, he goes, "You're Alan?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I watch your channel all the time. It's great." I'm like, "Cool, someone's
Oh, that's
watching. That's
amazing.
amazing."
Wow.
So
And
just
who was the opening act?
Dylan Ryan was his name. He's from Mere Machine.
Oh, okay. Don't know.
Great guy. He does an Oasis cover band too sometimes, and he's really good. I'm actually talking to him tomorrow night. He's a great guy. I was just happy somebody's watching.
Yeah,
So
yeah, of course, of course.
so he'll probably watch this when it gets posted. So he
Yeah.
watches all my stuff, so it's great. And I can't thank you enough for helping me talk to Rick Emmett. It was one of my favorite interviews.
Oh, I'm glad. Well, he's a lovely guy,
He
and
really is.
I'm glad you got a chance to talk to him. He's yeah, he's man, I love him. Yeah, we ended up working together a whole bunch more than I thought. When we did his 10 Telecaster Tales album, and I got a chance to engineer that, and then but then also record the audiobook. So
Yeah.
we spent way more time together. I mean, we already had spent a lot of time together, but then it was different. It's different when you work with somebody.
I don't know
The,
if you watched my interview with him, but we brought you out. Had to.
oh,
We,
that's
we had
nice.
to talk about you
Yeah,
because you did so
I
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a bit of it. I maybe I missed that part, or maybe I just need to watch it again so I can get my ego stroked some more.
Well,
So,
we had a great chat because we were both from Mississauga, so we had a little bit of a chat before we started recording about our days in Mississauga, and we had a lot in common, so it was kind of fun.
oh, that's
Um,
nice.
but yeah, he was a great guy to chat with, and at the end, I mainly talked to him about his book and the album.
Yeah,
But I said, "Can I talk to you about the Triumph days?" And he said, "You go right ahead." And he was
yeah,
really warm and receptive. What a fantastic man! I can't believe him. He was like, I can believe it. He seems like a really genuine guy.
yeah. He is totally genuine, totally real. He's yeah, and he's still got it as a rock star. You know.
Awesome. Yeah. And I saw actually did you see them on Sunday? They were at the
Oh,
Southside Shuffle they got some kind of award from the
I didn't know
Mississauga
that.
Walk of Fame, the whole
I
band.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were
I
both
should
there.
send him a text. I didn't realize that we were in the same venue, even if it was 24 hours apart.
Yeah, they got the Mississauga Walk of Fame, some kind of icon award or something like that. The whole
Wow.
band was there on Sunday. So yeah,
Wow.
I'll send you a link and you can watch that too.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
do. Yeah, do
yeah.
that. That'd be great.
Again, can't thank you for joining me again, Blair. It's always great to talk to you, and I can't wait to see you here on the island.
Yeah, well, we'll meet up for sure, and let's confer about tickets and so forth, and we'll figure that out.
I'd very much appreciate that. Thank you, Blair.
Okay, my pleasure. Thanks,
Take
thanks,
care.
Alan. Yeah, you
Bye.
too.
Take care. Bye.